Obesity. Dr. Wallach tells us obesity is a deficiency disease. Dr. Wallach tells us obesity is a deficiency disease, but the MDs have told us that it's genetic. It's genetic. The only way that you can deal with it is to cut something out or drug the body. It's a genetic thing. Or, for goodness sake, we need to take dramatic action. We need to do a lap band surgery to your stomach. We just insert this little band and strangle your stomach, kind of like a medieval torture device. Oh, gee, doctor, thank you so much. I had no idea it was my fault. My stomach's too big, right? That's the problem. That's the reason I'm obese. That's the reason I'm overweight. We need to do gastric bypass surgery. We need to do lap band surgery. Or better yet, here's a better idea. Let's just go right in and suck the fat out surgically. That's a great idea. This is the perspective on weight gain and obesity brought to the table by your MD. Wait a minute, I know what we need. We need exercise. That's what we need. We need to exercise more. Which is interesting because, you know, there was a United Nations study done just a little while ago, 2009, proved unequivocally that overeating, not a lack of exercise, is to blame for the obesity epidemic. Overeating, not a lack of exercise, is to blame for the obesity epidemic. Well, I guess the certified clinical nutritionist missed that seminar. I guess the bariatric specialist MD missed that particular research. Interesting when you think about it. One meal from Burger King, 2,000 calories. Yum, 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 yum. And as you can see on this young man's plate, just about everything is in the 10 bad food list. When you consistently consume the 10 bad foods, it creates low levels of inflammation. When low levels of inflammation are present in the body, your body tries to put those fires out with cortisol. Cortisol is an anti-inflammatory hormone. Prednisone is modeled after cortisol. Ever known anybody that's been on prednisone? What happens? They blow up like a blueberry. So when you eat food that's inappropriate for the human body, it causes inflammation. In addition to too many calories, inflammation equals cortisol. Cortisol equals fat production. It's a double whammy. And it's bad. It's really bad. In the United States, it's increased by 60% in adults in the last 20 years. While we have given the reins of medical care exclusively to the MDs, while we have let the MDs drive the bus of medicine, obesity has skyrocketed, but not just in adults. It's tripled in the childhood population in the last 30 years. 1/3 of American adults are obese, and 300,000 people a year march through death's door because of obesity-related illnesses. And it's not just the U.S. It's a worldwide phenomenon. USA has the worst lion's share of it. Not only are we overweight here, men and women, but we're also obese. We're topping the charts. The good old US of A. When we are supposed to have access to the best medical care that money can buy. This is a failure of biblical proportions, and it rests squarely on the shoulders of conventional medicine. Now, like the fella said, you're welcome to your own opinion, but not your own set of facts. Facts. This was published 4 years ago, 5 years ago. People who are morbidly obese are not as sensitive to feelings of fullness. As a result, they continue to eat longer. Well, inquiring minds want to know why. This is an interesting thing. What on earth makes people crave calories? Thank God for Dr. Wallach. You crave calories because you're nutritionally deficient. Here's what your body needs in order to be nutritionally satisfied. 91 essential nutrients, 90 essential nutrients, depending on how you count them. 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 or 3 essential fatty acids for a grand total of 91 essential nutrients. The only problem with this situation is these nutrients are not readily available in the food. They're not there. So here's the deal. If this represents your body's nutrient tank, it needs to be topped off every day with the 90 essential nutrients. But because the 90 essential nutrients are not present in the food, This is about how much most people have, less than half. And then they experience, woe is me, the stress of life, and the stress of life burns through their nutrient reserves. Now they're running on empty. Now remember the holistic perspective, the body has wisdom. The body's endowed with a God-given spiritual vital force which brings intelligence to bear on the body. Your body has intelligence. So if your body needs 90 essential nutrients, if the tank needs to be filled, and the body knows that the tank needs to be filled, but the tank is running on fumes, your body freaks out and forces you, guess what to do? What? To eat, in the desperate attempt to fill the nutrient tank. But the food that you're eating doesn't have the 90 essential nutrients. So guess what happens? You go to Olive Garden, you snarf down 3,000 calories, not because you're depressed, not because you have a weak will, not because you have the fat gene, not because your stomach's too big, not because you have a voodoo curse, but because your body is nutritionally deficient. It's starving, and it forces you to eat in the desperate attempt to fill the tank. But the food that you're eating is nutritionally deficient, and so guess what happens? You gain weight. And it's bad. And you know that you have to do something about it. And so you search and you search and you search, and you try Jenny Craig, you try Weight Watchers, you try lap band surgery, you try the fat suction, you try everything you need to do, and it leaves you unsatisfied. You're chained to your life. It's no longer fun. Life is a chore, and guess what? You yo-yo. You know why? Because it ain't about weight loss, folks. It is not about weight loss. It is about fat loss. There is a gigantic difference between weight loss and fat loss, and if you do not know the underlying mechanism, if you are clueless as to the relationship between nutrients and insulin and the health and welfare of the human body, you'll be like a snake eating its own tail. You're never going to get anywhere. And this is the situation that everybody finds themselves in. Like everything else in life, there's an easy way and there's a hard way. The hard way is everybody else's way. The hard way to make your body healthy is the MD way, the Jenny Craig way, the Weight Watchers way, the dietitian's way, the fat suction way, the lap band way, the gotta exercise more way. It's nonsense. It's insane. The easy way, Youngevity. And as a representative of Youngevity, who do we have with us tonight? The one and the only Sanjeev Javia, who's going to help you understand what the Healthy Body Challenge is, what this transformation experience is all about. It is my privilege to introduce to you all now the one and the only Sanjeev Javia. Welcome aboard, Sanjeev. How are you doing?
Dr. G, thank you. I am really excited to be on your show, and I'm really jazzed to be talking about this. I'm doing fantastic, especially after the last convention and see all the exciting things that have been happening. I mean, how can you not be jazzed?
First, before we start, why don't you give us a little biography of your life, and then we'll get right into the details of the transformation experience.
Yeah, sure. So I kind of started my whole kind of science and interest in college. It wasn't necessarily a nutritional interest, but a science interest. I was in medical school at Boston University, and I left medical school to start another business that was like totally unrelated. It was actually a yellow page business. And how I got back into nutrition and science is I helped to start a nutritional supplement company in Denver, Colorado. And we developed that company to promote and develop products exclusively to professional athletes. And so that was kind of our claim to fame, is we had 800 professional athletes taking our products. We had guys like Kurt Schilling and Randy Johnson and Mike Allstott and Brendan Morrow and Javier Vasquez. I mean, all these really top-end athletes. And the neat thing is that's when I started kind of not only developing products, hydration drinks and vitamins and protein drinks and stuff, but then I also started to build nutritional plans as well too for pre and post season and guys that were trying to lose weight and gain weight, all that sort of stuff. And so that's how I got really interested and more involved in the nutritional aspects of what can be done with the body, not just through like dietary supplements and things like that. And so I kind of went from there to a very large hospital system. It's called the Greenville Hospital System. They're the 10th largest academic hospital system in the nation. They have Clemson and South Carolina's medical school there. And the reason why I kind of went there was I built a nutrition science center for a very large sports medicine orthopedic group called Steadman Hawkins. And that's when I kind of took my whole level of research and kind of using nutrition and exercise intervention in disease management states to a whole nother level. So that's when I started doing research specifically in the areas of obesity, in diabetes, in autoimmune diseases, and in neurological diseases. And so using nutrition and exercise as various interventions for that. And so I'm actually on my 5th childhood and adult obesity study. So I've spent, a good, really 3 years looking at the behavioral and also the physiological reasons why individuals are gaining weight, they continue to gain weight, and then more importantly, why they're not losing weight. So I kind of took all that work, and fortunately for me, I was able to be part of Youngevity, and the 2 years ago I've been here and I sit on a few boards, and I'm an advocate like you, Dr. G.
Well, here we go, and now what you're rolling out is the Healthy Body Challenge transformation experience, and it involves a nutritional lifestyle of low glycemic foods, protein, veggies, healthy fats, and really before I really paid any attention to this, I thought that it was just all about weight loss, but I guess it's about quite a bit more than that. Why don't you line it up for everybody?
Sure. Now, here's the thing, just like you said earlier, it's not about losing weight. It's about losing fat. I mean, you can lose weight 100 different ways, everything from drinking cabbage soup all day to not eating to exercise all day. Like losing weight is not a big secret or is so complex. What's difficult is losing the right weight, and specifically the right weight is the fat. The fat is what's toxic. The fat is what is a precursor to all the heart disease and the diabetes and all that sort of stuff. Fat is what is making you extremely unhealthy. And so what we've done is we've designed the entire program to only focus on specifically losing fat. And kind of the core, like you mentioned, is that the hormones control everything. You know this better than I. The hormones control everything in your body. You can create malnutrition in a child, but if he has hormonal sequences that happen, he will grow or she will grow. Now, they may not grow as healthy, but they will grow. Well, the same thing with fat production is that insulin is what controls the amount of fat that you're going to house, and it's also the hormone that is going to control how much calories are going to be released from fat. And so that's how the whole program is developed.
That's fantastic. So you have, as part of the Transformation Experience Healthy Body Challenge, you have a diet plan for people. You tell them what percentage of protein they should eat every day, what percentage of veggies, what percentage of healthy fats, and in addition to this, of course, the 90 for life, the appropriate healthy start pack. So when people want to get involved with this, when people want to get involved or find out more about it, what's the next step for people to take?
Sure. So it's very simple, right? Just like you mentioned, there's 3 parts to this. One is the products, the Youngevity products. And the Youngevity products are really simple. I just want you to get on any healthy body pack. It doesn't matter. There is a weight loss healthy body pack, but really any healthy body pack, because like you mentioned, at the very end of the day, you need to give yourself the fundamental 90 essential nutrients to be able to do anything anyways. And so each of the healthy body packs obviously has that 90 for life. The second thing is to eat that nutritional lifestyle. And you've always talked about this, Doc. It's not about a program. It's not about a diet. It's about a nutritional lifestyle that you can do forever. And this nutritional lifestyle is the one that you, Dr. Wallach, myself, have always been promoting. Make sure that you get in the healthy proteins, healthy fats, healthy carbohydrates in the form of vegetables, and then sparingly have some of those excess carbohydrates, right? And so that's the plan. That's the nutritional part of this. And then the program is just being consistent and doing this for 3 months. And that's what's wrapped into this whole transformation experience. So it's really easy. Just get on healthybodychallenge.com. You click on the weight loss section. You'll see all 3 of those parts. And how to engage is simply by the first thing I'd love for you to just tell me. There's a link on there that says register to be part of the transformation experience. You register there, you tell me your first name, you tell me your last name, you tell me your email. That allows me to send you a newsletter and say, hey, here are the things that you need to do. And then I just need you to track what happens in 30 days. And then at the end, send in your before and after pictures and your tracking and a 250-word essay. That's it.
All right, now wait a minute now, Sanjeev. Now here's the deal, right? I'm all in with this, but listen, buddy, I'm one of the lucky people in the world that weight loss is not a big deal for me. So, you know, weight, and I'm assuming it's not for you. So if I'm okay with my weight, can I still engage in the Healthy Body Challenge, and how does that work? Because you know, I'm all good for winning some prizes here. I mean, I'm doing this stuff any day, right? Most people in Team Glidden, most people in Youngevity Nation, holy smokes, we're already taking the Healthy Start Pack. We're already cleaning up the diet. We're already doing all of this stuff. We haven't maybe dialed in the calorie thing yet, but for those of us with weight is not specifically an issue, can we still be in the run for the money here?
Yeah, great point. I mean, the transformation experience is for you to transform, for you to make a change that is so significant that you're never going back. That is the definition of transformation, right? And so for some of us, like you and I, that transformation is going to be more of a performance goal. Okay, right? I'm not going to necessarily be losing weight, right? But what I am going to do is in 3 months, I'm going to ride a 100-mile bike ride. That's what I'm going to do in 3 months. And so I'm going to transform my life. I'm going to train my life. I'm going to do all of those things so I can achieve that transformation. So pick a performance goal. Pick any type of goal. There's some guys who will say, some gals say, listen, I don't want to lose any weight, but I want to gain muscle mass. You always talk about the fact that, listen, at the very end of the day, the muscle is the energy that's going to burn calories. You better sure as heck make sure you've got the maximum amount of muscle that you possibly can so you can keep that energy burning, those calories burning. And so some people are choosing that type of goal. You know, so it's just, hey, some people, just the other day, someone said, hey, listen, you know what? I eat so much sugar. I've always been eating a lot of sugar, so for the next 30 days, I'm cutting out all excess sugar. The only sugar I'm taking in is from the fruits that I eat, and then whatever is in some of the Youngevity products. That's it. That's a great transformation right there.
Gotta love it. It's all about transformation. No, it's not just exclusively a weight loss program. It is getting on board with a nutritional lifestyle, the intention of which is to make a specific and measurable transformation somewhere in your life. You set your own goal. You decide what your personal transformation experience is going to be. Maybe it's losing 5 inches from your waist. Maybe it's losing 50 pounds of weight. Maybe it's being able to run a mile without passing out and dying on the side of the road, right? Whatever it is, there's a window for everybody in Youngevity Nation. There's room for everybody in Youngevity Nation to take part of the Healthy Body Challenge. I mean, I'm all in, buddy. I got to tell you, I thought this was exclusively a weight loss thing. Now I know that it's not. So tell me one more time, where do I go to jump into this boat?
Perfect, perfect. You go to healthybodychallenge.com, and when you go there, you'll see a section that says Healthy Body Packs. Just click on the Weight Loss Healthy Body Pack. That will open you to the website that is just the transformation experience. Right there, it's all the rules. It's the 5 easy steps that allow you to be part of the transformation experience. It allows you to register, so put in your name and everything, so I know that you're part of the transformation experience. And then the big thing is, hey, listen, get on Facebook, tell people you're part of the transformation experience, tell them your goals. Everybody wants to share in their goals. They find inspiration, they find strength, they find community. Do that. And then that allows you and me and everyone to understand, okay, listen, we've got this transformation team going. Here's the thing, Doc. One thing I want to make sure we talk about. At the very end of the day, we know that one of the key things is hormones, okay, right? I want you to kind of let us all know what are some of the things that individuals can do, male, female. I mean, testosterone, estrogen are the hormones that kind of block some of these calorie-absorbing kind of cells, right? What are things we can do? I want to know what are the other products. We talk about 90 for life, ASAP, things like that, but what are some of the other things they should be taking?
Well, here's the deal, right? From our point of view, it's all about giving the body its due and letting the body sort it out, because the foundation principle here that we're involved with is that the body knows how to fix itself. The body wants to fix itself. The body has magnificent self-regulating processes that are attempting to adjust all of the time, all of the time. So in order to support and promote healthy hormones in the human body, the recommendation would be, as add-ons to the 90 essential nutrients, extra EFAs, extra HGH youth complex, sweeties to be sure, and my favorite, selenium, because selenium is like magic to the liver, and the liver is intimately related with the distribution and the management and the homeostasis of hormones in the human body. So HGH youth complex, selenium, and a diet that's high in cholesterol, and the sweeties would be excellent add-ons for anybody to try as they're attempting, especially if they're attempting to lose weight or more specifically to burn fat. Sweeties, HGH youth complex, and
the EFAs and stuff.
The EFA, yeah, the essential fatty acids, right? Plus a diet that's high in cholesterol.
One of the things that happens too, I mean, it happened in the last 3 months. Our finalists, if there was one thing people talked about, is that there were times in which they plateaued, okay, right? And even during the plateau, they might have gained a few pounds and things like that. One of the things I feel that happened was that there was some toxicity in the body, okay, right? You talked about that yesterday with me about losing weight and about losing weight yet becoming toxic because you're losing weight.
Well, it's an interesting thing to talk about, and people need to understand it. Our motto is first we nutrify and then we detoxify, because here's the deal. Most of the toxic crap that's in the environment is fat soluble. I mean, just walking down the street, you're going to be breathing in all kinds of things, and who knows what's in the water, who knows what's really in the food. A lot of stuff that we're exposed to by way of environmental toxicity is fat soluble. So if your body can't handle it, guess what it does? It sticks it away into fat, and there it sits, kind of in the corner, out of the way. Now, when you get on board with an aggressive body transformation program, and one of the things itinerant thereon is burning fat, getting rid of fat, guess what's going to happen? You're going to liberate this fat-soluble toxic stuff. It's going to go back into the bloodstream, and then your poor old liver is going to have to handle it. But guess what? The liver needs nutrients in order to handle that toxic load. So if you don't have the 90 essential nutrients in your body, if your liver isn't ready, if it's not up to speed, burning fat with an under-nutrified body is like stirring up a hornet's nest. And that's why this Youngevity body transformation / fat burning program is excellent, because it's like Muhammad Ali's rope-a-dope. It's the 1-2 punch. You do both things at the same time. You support the body's ability to detox while you're detoxing, and that beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
Yeah, yeah, I'll tell you that's what I mean. It's always one of those things. They get on this program the first couple of weeks. They kind of even feel sick. You know, they're like, ah, jeevers, I feel kind of sick. I'm lethargic. I'm kind of tired. I don't understand it because I'm eating right. I'm taking 90 for life. I'm doing all that sort of stuff. And I'm always saying, hey, listen, hang in there. Right now, you're releasing a lot of toxins. Right now, those toxins are causing that type of effect on the body. We need to push through this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the proof of the pudding's in the eating, right? And this is why one of the reasons that I love Youngevity. I mean, I've been doing clinical naturopathic stuff for a quarter of a century now, and you know, you get good results as a naturopath. But since I've been using the 90 for life, since I've been following Dr. Wallach's methodology, using Dr. Wallach's protocols, the things I've seen people recover from eclipse anything else that I've had experience with. And I've had experience with a lot of stuff in 25 years, man. So from my point of view, 90 for life is it's the best thing to happen to medicine since the sterile technique, no kidding. And when you incorporate the 90 for life with a smart body transformation, dietary, lifestyle change program, oh my God, the sky is the limit. Jeevers, regretfully, man, we are out of time, so I need a parting shot for you. Why don't you fire out that web address once more and give us some closing thoughts?
You bet. Awesome. The web address is www.healthybodychallenge.com. You'll see, you just click on the Weight Loss Healthy Body Pack. It takes you to the Transformation Experience website. Just follow those 3 buttons right there. It's only the products, only the nutrition plan, and the program. Sign up, get going. Here is this is my phrase, and it's been my phrase for the past 5 years, okay? And the phrase, you see it on the shirts. It's do what you can, when you can, the best you can. And what I mean by that is that when you have the opportunity to be perfect, then go be perfect. You don't have to be perfect all the time. If it's one day, if it's a weekend, if it's a week that you're not able to exactly eat like we tell you to eat, it's not that you've fallen off the tracks. It's okay, but you just must do more good than bad for your body. And this is so simple because all you have to do is just follow the plan. Don't get creative. Don't think of other things that you've read. Just follow the plan. Give us at least 90 days, whether it's the product, whether it's the plan, whether it's the concept, and then you'll see the great benefit from it.
From God's mind to his lips, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Sanjeev Javia. You are the greatest, Jeevers. Look forward to doing more of this in the future. Keep up the good work, buddy.